Hi everyone, Joe Kehrig, Managing Broker of Coldwell Banker Real Estate in Danville and now our office in Blackhawk. And this is your San Ramon Valley neighborhood update for the week of November 1st. Can you believe it? November 1st already. So you'll see when we get into the graphs that the market's starting to slow just a little bit. But let me tell you, as far as the market out there and being a seller's market, we're not seeing a lot of drawback at all. But the difference is the fact that, a few months ago, earlier this year, mid this year, you could put any home on the market and you would get multiple offers. There was so much more demand than there was supply. That demand and supply, you'll see, is still out of whack. I mean, it still is really a seller's market. But what we're going to is much more of what we call transparent pricing. So if we feel a home is worth $2 million, it's kind of like a normal market a little bit more, where before we could put it on for $1.7 million, $1.8 million, we knew we'd get 10, 15 offers and it would go for $2 million or more. But on a lot of our properties we're selling, we're only seeing like maybe one offer, maybe two offers. So we might put that property at $2 million if we think it's going to sell around there. And it might still get multiple offers, it might still get bid up a little bit. But if we only get one offer, we're basically protecting our clients rather than putting it at $1.8 million and only getting one offer and obviously leaving a lot of money on the table, for the seller. But there's some properties that are still getting 5, 10, 15, 20. I think I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, the one property in San Ramon, they got 46 offers. And people were asking me, what is really the difference? Well, number one is if you've got the bedrooms and the yard and the location, just like anything else, location, location, location. But what really is the key are people are looking for move-in type homes. That's why a good real estate professional, what we do is we will bring in our contractors, paint, carpet, even to a point of maybe countertops, appliances, facelifting bathrooms, because we know that if we spend $25,000, we're going to get $75 to $100 in return, because people are so busy, and a lot of two-income people, they're busy with their families. They're willing to pay a premium with interest rates still being low, even though they've creeped up a little bit. Rather than being 3 or less than 3, they're about 3.25. And the government is starting to taper more and more. So expect to see those rates go up a little bit. And I think that's kind of what's driving the market now. A lot of buyers are sitting there going, hey, the rates are going in. Let's jump in while the rates are still, pretty reasonable. So, but it really does help to have a move-in condition home that's basically ready to go. Buyers will pay a premium for it. So I would recommend, if you're getting your home on the market, your real estate professional should be obviously lining up contractors. For you to do it, it's very difficult because like if I have a client, a past client that calls me and says, Joe, do you have a name of a painter? And can you give me his name? Well, I normally don't do that, because if they just call my painter, they'll never hear back from him because everyone is so busy. But with the subcontractors we use, we're their number one client. So what I'll do is sit there and say, sure, I'll meet my painter out at your house, Tuesday at 1 o'clock. And then I meet the painter out there. We walk through the house. And so my painter knows that the connection is there, that these are Joe's clients, even though we're not putting the home on the market. Because if people, not only will you a lot of times pay a higher price, but people are so backed up, these contractors are literally just spinning plates. And, they don't want to turn down the work, but at the same point, they are having a hard time keeping up. So if they know there's not an urgency, you can get put off by 2 to 3 months. So getting the home ready to sell is still money well worthwhile from that standpoint. You'll always get the money you put into it to a certain extent. That's why we like when people call us first, because you don't want to necessarily spend $1 to get 50 cents in return. Matter of fact, you don't even want to spend $1 to get $1 in return. If we spend $1, we're getting $3 to $4 in return. Again, reach out if you have any questions at all, or you want to kind of get an idea. So let's look at the graphs for this week. And you'll see that there's hardly any movement, though you will see a little tick in the market slowing down just a little bit. Look at San Ramon. You got just active properties are a little bit down, pending properties are a little bit down. If we go to Danville, same type of thing. Active properties are a little bit down, pending properties are a little bit down. Blackhawk, active a little down, pending a little down. That just shows that there's not quite as many buyers, so there's not as many properties selling. Now, a lot of that as we get in will be seasonal too. A lot of people don't want to make their moves, during the holidays. Alamo, you see a little bit of a change in Alamo. The activity is up and the pending properties are down. That's actually a good sign if you're a buyer. But again, it goes back and forth. But it does show a little slowdown in the market from the standpoint of the pendings being down. Dublin market, same thing. Active properties just a little bit down. Pending properties a little bit down. So when we look at the overall sold price to list price, though, you can see, it started backing off a little bit. When you look at the last couple of weeks, there was maybe only one property a week that was going for 110% of asking or so. But now we're getting back into, look at 107, 108, 110, 113. And you look at San Ramon, which there's a lot of demand for San Ramon across the board. You're still basically, we've been seeing now since March for the last 6 or 8 months, that the market's been going up 10%, every week, which obviously with the cycle of taking 30 to 40 days to close a home, that means it's been going up 10%, every 2 to 3 months. And that makes sense. Homes that were $1.5 million are basically selling for $2 million. So you're seeing that 30 to 40% increase over the last 6 or 8 months. So like I mentioned before, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. Again, Joe Kehrig, managing broker of Coldwell Banker Real Estate in Danville. And look for our new office will be opening coming soon in Blackhawk Plaza. Give me a call, 925-487-6838 or joe.kehrig@cbrealty.com. Have a great day. Be safe. May God bless you, and may God bless your family, and may God bless the United States of America. We'll see you soon.